Hello and welcome to another RP tutorial video. Today in this tutorial video, we are going to learn about REST Web Services command in Automation Anywhere A 2019. So we will understand in details where and when we can use this REST Web Services command. All right, before start, in case if you are visiting this channel for the first time and if you have not subscribed this channel, kindly support us by subscribing this channel. Okay, so let's understand what is an API. So the application programming interface or API, basically it allows to communicate between two applications. So to understand in details, we will use a very popular tool called ServiceNow. So basically it's a ticketing tool. So with the help of REST API services or REST web services, we will try to create a ServiceNow ticket, and also we will read the information from the ServiceNow. Okay, so now let me go to the ServiceNow first and let's see what we can do it. So this is the ServiceNow developer access. So here, let me go to the incident. So here, in order to create a ticket, we need to go here and we need to fill the information. So this can be done with the help of the available commands like capture or recorder, which is available in A 2019. Okay, so the good thing about the API, in case if you are using a API to create a ticket, okay, so in case in future, if the UI for this service now ticket creation page is going to change in case, so your normal RPA task will fail. So the change, like what change I'm talking about here is like let's say the complete page has been changed and everything, like property and other things got changed. So then our RPA bot will be not able to perform the things. If in case if the minimum changes is happening, then the record or capture command, or if you are expert in order to manipulate the properties, so it will able to work. But in case if most if the major changes is happening in this page, then the capture and other command which we are using or going to use, that will definitely not help us. So in case if you're using a API, then there is no need of this front end, or I can say this UI. So whatever changes happen, it doesn't matter to the API, because when you call the API to create a record or read the information or perform some other actions, it will happen in the back end. Okay, so whatever changes happen in the front end, it will not impact anything. Okay, so let's see what are the options available in Automation Anywhere, this REST web services command. So this is the REST web services command. So here we can see we have the different methods available. So in order to get some information, or if you want to read something from the particular application, so we need to use this get method. So similarly, in case if you want to post something or create anything, so we have to use this post method. Okay, so this delete method will help us on deleting the information. And in case if you want to replace something, so let's say you have created a record and there you want to replace something, so in order to do that, we have to use this patch method. So these are the things which is available here. Similarly, if you want to update anything, so maybe you can use this put method. So these options are very helpful in order to achieve our requirement. Okay, so now we will understand like how the API is different from the normal I can say the task which we are going to learn. So I'm just opening this and I have just created a small task which will create a ticket into ServiceNow. So I'm just running this, then we'll move to the API part. So the good thing about this ServiceNow this developer tool is if you want, you can get the access. So I'll share the link in the description section. If you want to get these developer options, you can get it. So this is the learning, this is the incident we have created. I have just copied this so we can see. So I'm just keeping here. So it not took long time, it created very quickly. So this is the information just now we have created. I have just shown you this normal command is working from the front end. Now to get the informations, let me go to the automation anywhere once again, and this is not required now. So let me disable this. Okay. So let's say I want to create a ServiceNow ticket. So in order to create a ServiceNow ticket, we must have some information, like we should have the URL, or I can say the URI. Okay. And also we also, like, we have to understand what is the authentication mode. Okay. So there are several authentication mode available in order to connect or communicate to a particular application with the help of API. So like we have this no authentication basic, logged in as AD user, right? So this basic authentication will allow us to pass the username and the password. Okay. So, and again, we have the other options available like header. So in case if you want to work with the header, this is again optional. So basically there are two types of headers available, like authorization header and the content type header. So I'm not going with these details because we are not going to use this header. And after that, after we have to pass the parameter. So there are different content type available with this REST web services. So you can go with the XML, text, or whatever is good for you. But for this demo, I'll go with the JSON. Okay. So you have to write a query here in order to create the record. Okay. Once you create something, it will give you the output. So basically that output we can capture into a dictionary variable. Okay. And we'll see that also. So now let me move back to the service now once again. In order to get the details like your API, URL and other things. So in service now we have everything is available. You have to just write here REST. Okay. After typing the REST, you can see here REST API Explorer is there. So you need to select this option. And here we have to fill the details in case if it is not selected. For me, it is selected. So I'll go with the this options. Okay. Now here we can see we have the methods available, like what method you want to try. So this get, put, everything is there. So let's see how we can go with the post method. So I'll just select here. Once you click on the this post method, you can see the URL is available here. So basically this URL we need to use to the automation anywhere. So now when you try to create any information, it will update your database. So here we need to select the table. So in order to create an incident, we need to go with the incident table only. So if you type here incident, so this table will populate here. I have just selected this table. This is the mandatory one. Okay, once this is done, you can come down, and here the request header, I'll go with the JSON only. So I'm not making any changes. Now we need to add the field. So let me open this once again. So we will select some field. Okay. So this number will automatically come. Now this is the color. We need to select this also. So I'll go here. And if you click here in the add field, and if you write here color, so it will the code or the JSON code will automatically create here. So whenever you select any information here, it will create the code. So no need to write anything. If you are good in terms of writing your code, then you can go ahead and write here directly if you know the field name. Okay. Now let me go here. So let's get some information. So I'm just passing this here. Now let me add more column into it. So click on the plus symbol and let's see what else we can add. So after that, let's say I want to add the contact type. So here you can see it is asking you to pass the information in the form of string, or if it is a number, something like that. So I'll go with the email. And again, I'll select this category. So let's say I'll go with this software. And now the state will be by default new. So let's select this state also. So I'll go with the new. Okay, let's select another. So I'll go with this impact. Okay, so let's say I want to keep the impact as high. And here you can see this integer because we need to put the number. Okay, so our query is ready now. I'm just copying this. Let me add one more. This is short description because that is again a mandatory one. So I'll just add this. Okay, now let me copy this query. So let me keep here. Okay. All right. So before going to the automation anywhere, okay, if I click on the send, it will create the record for us. So let me click here. Okay, so we can see here this status code is showing us 201 created. Okay, now this is the output. Basically, this is the response body which we received from this uh, post method which we are using. So now let me keep this here so we can see what information got updated. So you can see this is the ticket number which got created. Okay, and the other information which we have passed, which will be available here only. So maybe we can see that and we can understand what information. So you can see this is the short description which we have given. This is the test incident. So in case if you want to see in details, so let's copy this and we'll check this ticket itself. Okay, so we can see this email and we have selected this category as software and the impact we have selected as high. So this got created. Okay, so by this way we can create the information. So we have seen how we can create a record using post method. Now same thing we will replicate in automation anywhere. So let me copy this link. And now we'll go to the automation anywhere. So here in the REST URI, we need to pass that link and let's put the table name here. Okay. And here we need to go with the authentication mode. As I'm using the basic authentication mode, so I need to select the credential. So here I need to select the username, which I have stored into a variable. Okay. Now it's the content type is already selected as JSON. So let me copy that query which we have generated. So I'll copy this and I will put it here. So here in this interparameter section, if you want to pass any variable, so let's say if you are reading something from any other source like Excel or somewhere else. So in case if you want to pass the information with the help of variables. So let's say if you want to replace this email with the variable, so you need to just press F2 and you will get the options to select the particular variable. I have added the short description. Okay, so we can understand whether this record has been created or not. So let me come down. Now here we need to create a variable, a dictionary type. So let me click here and we'll create a variable like API response. Okay, so all done. Now we will put a message box to see get the body. So basically we will again get information like this. Okay, from there we can get the in the number which we are creating. This is basically a ticket number. So let me put a message box. So what you have to do here, you have to select your dictionary variable. So for my case, this API response, and the dictionary code, dictionary key would be body. Okay. So now let me run this. It's giving some errors. So let's see. All right. So the mistake was like, I have just written that B in the lower case. So we need to put this B as a uppercase. Okay. So now we can see the response we got for the particular request which we just now sent. So I'm just copying this once again. Let me remove this. Okay. Now let me close this. So we have the ticket number. Now let me copy this. So in order to get this ticket number, you can use the string operation to like, get the ticket number from here. So let me go once again into service now so we can see the ticket has been created correctly or not. Okay, so we can see here the ticket got created and this is the short description which I have given. Okay, so now let me go back to service now once again. So let's see how we can use this get method. So if you click here in the get method, so basically your URL will change. So now we are going to use the get method to get some information. Okay, so let's say the ticket which you have created, now you want to see the status after 1 day, whether this is assigned to someone or not. So in order to get that, we have to use the get method. Okay, so in the get method, let's see how it can be done. So here I'm again selecting the a table. So in our case, the incident table we are going to use, and it is asking for a sys id, the ticket which we have created. Okay, so there we have the sys id. Basically the sys id will help you on identifying the detail from the database. So let's search with sys. Okay, so this is basically a system id. So let's copy this and we need to pass this here in the sys id. Now similarly, the way we tried for the uh, post method, no need to like select any field or anything. We need to just click on the send button. So we can see the status code is showing as 200. It means successfully this get method has been like worked. Now let's see. So this is the details which we have got. So if you see here, we have all the details like the contact type we have selected as email and the incident status is one. Okay, so all the detail is available here. We can use a string operation command to get the details, like whatever information you want to get it from the ticket. Now let's see how we can do the same thing with the help of automation anywhere. So again, I'm just copying this. So I will just Okay, so we need to select a get method from here. So again, we'll go with the basic content authentication. I'll select the same dictionary variable here once again. So let's run this and see. Okay, so this is the response which we got. So let me remove this and replace here. So yeah, we can see here all the information is available here. So the ticket details and the status and everything is available here. So by this way, we can create a record and also you can fetch the details. So I have just used this service now in order to make you understand how we can use this REST web services command. So in case if you are working with any other applications, so the method would be same only, and you'll be able to use this API for it. So yeah, that's all from this tutorial. In case if you have any question, please you can mail us or you can put into the comment section. I hope you find this video helpful and I'm able to explain you the steps properly. So thank you so much for watching this video.